The things that you should first do with your new MacBook Air once you have taken it out of the box and gone through some of the initial setup materials. One of the things I might recommend that you do, though, is if you have an Apple ID that you used for iTunes or at the App Store in previous devices, I would suggest you use that. And I'm going to show you why it might make things a little easier for you a little later down the line. But let's start first of all. You've got a fairly blank looking desktop here. And one of the things that you might find really shocking right away is that you don't see the little icon for your hard drive right there on the desktop. That's an easy fix. What we'll do is we'll go to the Finder menu up at the top and we'll select Preferences. And then what we'll do, all we have to do is check off the little box next to hard disks, and now we can see that the hard drive appears on our desktop. So no need to freak out. We've got that available to us. And another thing that I want you to know of right away, you might notice that over by the trash can you can see your downloads folder and you can see the trash can, and then you've got your apps on this side of the little line, but what we don't see are your applications. Anytime you want to get into your applications, you might want to consider just clicking on Launchpad, and you will see pages of your available applications right there, and you can just kind of click on the little dots to get to the next page to see all of the apps that you might have on your machine. To use any particular one, you're going to simply click on its icon and it will start up. Now, I want you to really, as far as basic survival over the first couple of days of school, the application that you're going to want to use is Safari, because you're going to want to get into your Infinite Campus and take attendance. So, as well as you're going to want to get into your Gmail and so forth, your calendars, so that you might want to get that set up. And one of the things you might want to start out with is changing that home page. Rather than it being at Apple, which really doesn't have anything for you that you're going to need right away, let's make it the middle school website, because that will provide some links to you that you're going to need those first couple of days. Now, one of the things that's different about Safari is that in the URL field, now you can use this as your search field as well. You'll search Google just by typing in where we used to put our internet addresses, our URLs. So I'm just going to put LRMS and hit return, and it does a Google search, and the first thing that shows up is our middle school website. So I'm going to click on that to go there. Here we are at the middle school website. I'm now going to go to the Safari menu up at the top of the screen, and I'm going to select Preferences. And in the middle of the window that appears, I'm going to click Set to Current Page. Now, whenever I start up Safari, it's going to go right to that page. Now, you might also notice, I'm going to close out of this as well, you might notice that I don't have a home button here or a way of getting a new tab available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize the toolbar a little. So I'm going to go to the View menu and select Customize Toolbar, and I'm going to take the Home button and I'm going to put it right next to my URL field, and I'm going to take the New Tab button and put that next to the Home button. And I have some other options of things that I could drag up there, but I like having those two there, so I'm going to click Done. And these are a couple of things that I would recommend you also do with all of your students. That way they can start, when they start their browser, they can start off at a place that's going to provide them links to the things that they're going to need right away, more than likely. So let's take a quick look at the at the middle school website in our next video.